How to test a vapor canister purge solenoid on your vehicle or off of your vehicle. Now, the vapor canister purge solenoid could be causing a ton of OBD-II codes on your vehicle. It could even cause a gross leak or a small leak, a circuit issue, a failed vapor canister purge code, a ton of codes. All of the codes will be listed in the description below that could be caused by the vapor canister purge solenoid going bad. Real fast too. I said it at the end of this video, but I want to let you know over here in the beginning, if your vapor canister purge solenoid is stuck open, a very common code or a very common symptom of a failing vapor canister purge solenoid or it being stuck open is hard starting after you pump fuel. So after you pump fuel at the gas station, your truck or your car cranks forever, it takes a very long time to turn on, or you have to let it set before you can turn it on after pumping gas. That is a sign that your vapor canister purge solenoid is stuck open and allowing vapors to enter the engine while you are pumping gas, causing a fuel mixture imbalance. So if your vapor canister purge solenoid is stuck open, hard starting, excessive cranking after pumping gas is a common symptom. All right, let's get back into this. Now to test these, it is very easy. If you need to know where your vapor canister purge solenoid is, look for a link in the description. No, don't look for a link in the description, but search the video library on Scotties Hobbies for a location of your vapor canister purge solenoid. I have a ton of videos on where to find these on your vehicle, ton of vehicles. Before we go too far, please hit that like button, subscribe, check out the video library for a ton of automotive helpful DIY videos and emissions deregulations videos. And if you're looking for a scan tool, MuCar is a great company. This is the BT or the 892 BT. I've been using this forever. I hit MuCar up and asked them, could you guys get me a coupon code for my viewers? And they said yes. So if you go to thinkcar and order anything on thinkcar, use the code Scotties, SCOTTIES, you will get 10% off of your purchase. Link in the description below. If you're looking for a cheaper scan tool, the 632 is a great option as well. All of the MuCar scan tools come with free lifetime updates, so you don't have to worry about doing a subscription or anything like that. They're awesome. Now, this is a vapor canister purge solenoid off of the express van. They're going to be very similar on darn near all vehicles. Let me get you so you can see me. Now, they're going to be all of your vapor canister purge solenoids. You're going to have two wires inside there. Let me see if you could see that. Can you see it in there? I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully. Inside there, there's two wires, two little prongs. Now, I make this little tester like this right here. 9-volt battery hooks to it. These two connectors hook to your vapor canister purge solenoid. And here's a momentary switch. And you can see here's materials to make a bunch more. I will be listing this on my website at scottieshobbies.com/products. The tools I make and sell are on there, so go check this out. I don't know how much it's going to be because it's pretty time consuming to make these things and it's a pain in the ass sometimes. So I don't know how much it'll be. Maybe, I don't know, 60 bucks or something. We'll see. Now let me show you how to test this. Real easy. Get you all situated. So I got a vacuum gauge or a vacuum pump. First off, we're going to use my little tester gizmo that I make, and it doesn't matter which prongs we get them on, just one on each side. Like so. And to do the first test, what you want to do is listen for a clicking sound. Oh wait, I'm over here. So it passes the clicking test. You know that the solenoid is working inside there, but is it allowing the vapors to flow through? That's where the vacuum pump comes into play. So you're gonna wanna hook a vacuum pump onto the side of the solenoid that goes to the vapor canister. And get this one on here. Ah, Jesus. Now default, these should be, with no power applied, these should hold about 5 inches of vacuum, maybe 7 inches of vacuum. We got 8 inches right there. All right, now with the vacuum applied, we're holding 7 inches of vacuum. My momentary switch right here, when I push this, the valve should open up and release the vacuum. And it did, perfectly fine. So this purge solenoid is fine. And this is a very simple way to do the test on your vapor canister purge solenoid is with this 9-volt battery gizmo thing I made and a vacuum pump. Very, very handy tool. So if you have a vapor canister purge code or a leak in the EVAP system, test it before you replace it. Trust me, because a lot of times these get replaced and the code comes back because these have not gone bad. In this case, I do have an EVAP issue. I have a gross leak and a small leak, and I just wanted to make sure that this vapor canister purge solenoid was good before I said go ahead and replace it. Also, a common symptom of a vapor canister purge solenoid failing or being stuck open is after you pump your fuel, if you go to try to start your vehicle and it just cranks and it has a very hard time starting, that's one indication that the vapor canister purge solenoid is stuck open, allowing fuel vapors to enter the engine or the intake while you're pumping gas. So that is one telltale sign that your vapor canister purge solenoid is actually bad. I hope this video helped you out. Remember, like, subscribe, share, check out the video library for a ton of automotive helpful DIY videos and emissions deregulations videos. I will see you on the next hopefully helpful video.